Yo, but say yo, yo, but say yo, yo, but say yo. What's going on? Back at KOH, Kingdom of Heroes. Alright, so there was an update that took place. So let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about this update. Let's see, matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Let's make this real simple and quick. There's an update they toting, and this update really and truly it is what it is. Alright, so first and foremost, in the summoning section, you're able to now select your own heroes that you want to select. Cool. You select one LD, and the rest is going to be whatever it is. I don't see a selection out here for me because let's be real, I have everything on here. So I'll go with it now. I'm looking for skill ups, right? I don't have any stones anyway, so it's not like it matters. LD unit. I have all these right here. So for the longest, I was told I need to build Beowulf. So let's go ahead and build Beowulf. I mean, I get these guys all the time, so it's nothing spectacular. Wow. What do you get? The guy that has everything, right? Wow. Well, you gotta have Erd. Can we have more than one Erd? Can I just make everything Erd? I'll make everything Erd. If it's up to me, I'll make everything Erd. Everything will be Erdable. Alright, so you select, yeah. So you select the ones that you, what? I didn't want her. Alright, cool. So you select the ones that you want, and the random 3 stars will show up from time to time when you summon, right? Cool. Let's just get right to it. This is the new guy right now. So before we get to any gameplay, they just summon right now. See if we get him. He got some kind of buff, right? We talk about it. Well, you know me. Every time I see a Minotaurus, chance of me getting that 5 is slim to none. He's always been the bearer of bad news. Just told you, always been the bearer of bad news. Daphne. All right, we got one more try. Just do we have enough space? That's a question. Do we have enough space? And we done use all our crystals. Well, there we go. That was it. That was our one shimmy. Not mad, not mad, not mad. You win some, you lose some. And I've been winning a lot lately, so. Last one. Let's go. Nope. Yep. Once again, not mad. We didn't get him. And the way the game is now, you have to skill up everything. So let's just make it a real quick review. For those who watch my Summon Award thing and wondering what game is this is Kingdom of Heroes. Kingdom of Heroes is a nice little tactical game, and they do give you a lot. The problem is the developers don't know how to do events. They just don't know how to do events. So whenever you see these things right here called events, they are horrible. There's nothing there for end game players. So good game. Just know that once you go past mid game, you're done for. Look at this. Do you know what an end game player would do for all these rewards right here? Nothing. The only thing of value is maybe this skill cat that you get and some energy, but your end game, so you probably got enough crystals to have a whole bunch of energy. And what are you doing with 1-star scroll, 1 to 3-star scrolls, right? That's not what end game player be. Now if they put these as one, you know what I'm saying, one scroll for the mysticals, yeah, by all means. But then the one event that they actually have, so that's part of the updates. So let's talk about the updates. The one event that they had that actually gave you something good, they have taken that away. They have taken that away. So now that event is now shaping up to be they really and truly had that one. As you can see, I've been saving up AP, they called it, right? Your energy, in order to see what they got. So let's jump right into it. 6 minutes in. New dungeon has been added. I did try the 12 and whatnot, and let's be real, they're not that much challenging. Let's go. I'm using the same unit that I used in 11. The difference now is 12 only give you 6-star runes. Would the runes be good? There would not be. But it is an update and it is an improvement nevertheless, right? So let's auto this while we talk. So let me know in the comment section, those who play Kingdom of Heroes, right? How do y'all feel about the endgame content? Because the events don't do nothing for endgame. Like, tell me something that give you something for endgame. I mean, like, endgame. Like, give you the chance to do some things. You know, the events to where you could make your own rune, or, you know, you could go, I don't know, man. They gotta do something with this event. And I'd love to be a fly on the wall doing these developers meeting about things we should work on, right? Because I'll be looking at them like, are we not gonna work on the obvious? Are we not gonna work on the obvious? It's great when you had a game that could give you see, you get stuff like this, crit damage, but the substat will always be horrible, man. Always be horrible. And then if you get some good substat, it will roll into that one substat that you don't really need. Let's go back real quick. Like this right here. Why do we still this is end game content, right? But we only allowed to do it 3 times a day. Like, no, let us do it as much time as possible, because that's what we need our stuff. Let's talk about the good things about this update. So as we can see, you can still run your same team that you had for F11. You can still get you out of here. Oh, they now have team mode. So now you can create teams for different situations. And you just got to click on the team and you're good to go, right? Like, for instance, I could just go here and this team is created, right? Do I want this team to be created? Who cares? Let's see how challenging this level 12 is. Because I shouldn't be able to just throw anything on there and have a fighting chance, right? And 12 look exactly like 11, except for now you could farm it in good spirits and not have to worry about wasting crystals, beating your head about what you need to find and what you need to do. So if you have an F or A11 team, then you're pretty much good to go. Yeah, you're pretty much good to go. Let's see if the boss hit hard. Well, did they hit harder? Nah, they don't. They still take the amount of hits. Ooh, nope. Nope. Still sorry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Would I die? Would I die? Would I die? Blast? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They might have made... Nah, they didn't make it harder. It's the same thing. That's it before. I threw something in there just to see what it would do. If I want, I could put Uriel in here. Never have to be worried about being provoked, and this would have been done a long time ago. So it's not complicated. So the bright side, yay or nay, depending on how you like it, is the fact that the 12 teams are not complicated. So you're not going to be challenged. If you like the challenge, be disappointed. If you don't have the runes and just want to fight to get some runes, by cool means. Never tried this before, so let's see what this is. This is a fire thing, fire theme. So let's go with. Let's go with. I haven't re-ruined any of these in a long time, but let's just go with these. So this is fire. Where is he? There we go. We're going first. We're just gonna do stage 1 and then skip some stages till we get to like stage 12 or something. We just want to showcase what this boss is supposed to look like, but he probably don't have a chance to showcase himself because sweet, it's just him by himself. Cool. I knew that was going to happen because we're strong. So what we're going to do is pause the video and just come back when we get to a stronger stage and show where the boss is. Alright, so here we are at, what is this? Stage 11? Yeah, here we are. Stage 11. So what happened is the boss just splits into a bunch of different things. And then you just hit him with a pow, pow, pow. And then he's done. It's not really that... It's not that hard, you know what I'm saying? Look, the first stage is a lot harder. This stage is the hardest part, you know what I'm saying? The boss himself is like, poom, pow, pow, and he's done. Wait, Kennedy. Sorry, daughter was trying to run on camera. See, this is the stage right here where this is what the boss does. And once again, poom, pow, pow, look. He's already have some, like, his damage is so, like, he get hit so hard with that extra double damage thing. It's a shame. I would say though that he did take over a minute. I'm ashamed of myself, y'all. I'm ashamed of myself. He took over a minute. He took over a minute. Let's see what Boss 12 does. This is where you get all the new runes. So they gave you us new runes in December, and they now give us the stage to get those new runes. That's what I said before. Sometimes you just gotta wonder about the development team. Like, if you knew you was putting new runes in the game, wouldn't the new dungeon come with the new runes? No. We're going to introduce you a new character, but he's not going to have no skills. Like, really? Wow, I guess we need a healer, huh? Because they are whipping so 12 is actually challenging on this stage. Wow, okay, I appreciate it. 12 is actually challenging. Midia is almost dead. I am surprised, Midia. And let's see what she do. Okay, that's the problem. I'm not like, why are they not attacking the ball? Hold on. There we go. Like, what in the world? What in the world, Bob Saget? No wonder. I'm like, game development, right? So this took a lot longer because if you think I'm losing to you, this took longer for no other reason than to take longer. Alright, that was my fault. I didn't change the fact that we could hit the boss. So they decided to hit everything else but the boss. Wow. That was convenient, right? That was real convenient. Real convenient. But since y'all want to play little stupid games, let's play little stupid games. I could play dumb games too. I could play dumb games too. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you feel about the update. We're going to still go through some more stuff about the update, but it seemed like this should have been part of, and I said before, they do this little nickel and dime thing of things that they should have done beforehand, and they purposely withhold doing it in order to say an update is coming. Because this dungeon right here, literally, like, you introduce a whole new room set, a bunch of different new room set, and then the dungeon that you could farm it in, you didn't put out, and now you put it out as, oh my gosh, we have a new update. So we're supposed to be happy for it, and we're supposed to be happy for it, and the question is, why? This is something that should have been done. We are asking for end game content. We appreciate the level 12 of the dungeons. That could have been the update, right? That could have been the update. Wow, it still took over a minute. I am ashamed of myself. Yeah, I'm ashamed of myself. Still took over a minute. Still took over a minute. I guess I got to do some farming to get better runes so I don't take over a minute next time, right? What else, what do we got? Yeah, sell those. You're going to get a lot of those now. There's going to be a lot of 12, but I promise you it's not going to be what you think it is. What else has been improved? They say the Awakening Valley dungeon now have new bosses, right? Because they have floor 12. Now, give them credit on this one. Most games do not touch the Essen farming. Most games do not touch Essen farming. So therefore, you're kind of left at the whatever the level is. So to do 12, what is it going to be? Let me go to the Discord channel and see what they say the update was supposed to be while this is playing. It is shard of each element do not drop as a reward on floor 12 in all Awakening Valley. For 12, an additional mini boss appears on the second. What's happening to my phone? On the second round. Wow, there's a lot of things on the screen. What happened? I just looked up and everything. Then there was a chaos. It was pandemonium. It's pandemonium. Okay, there's a second boss that appeared, making it more difficult than floor 11. And the energy has been reduced from 9 to 8. Shard of each element do not drop as rewards on floor 12 of Awakening Valley. Did I die? No, I didn't. So what do we get? Yay. Let's try this one more time with a different one. Let's try with fire. Yeah, that should work. I don't no. It's just something kind of like, I'm just using the same rune characters from before. Nothing is really needed, so therefore it's just like, nothing special. So once you do get good rune set, this just becomes butter, right? Why I say a mini? Wasn't there a mini boss always on this? I'm confused. Wasn't there always a mini boss? It literally says on the Discord note that mini boss appear on. Oh, so these little two minions are the mini boss, whereas you used to have the one big boss, and he got slaughtered. You had the one big boss, and you had the. Okay, I see what they're saying. So nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Still got less than a minute. So long as I can do everything in less than a minute, I'm okay, right? So that was it. Let me see. The update consisted of that new hero. You now have the ability to set teams. Hidden this became more complicated. Okay, now you can go straight to storage, right? So hidden let me see something real quick. If I could, let's see if they changed that. I want to see I want to go here and see if they changed that. So Frode have hidden strength now, right? Along with Gwen, Frisia, and why don't they show all the heroes that I have, man? Jeez, if it's in storage, they don't show it. Come on, man, show everything. I'm sure there's some LD units that got bumped up too, but I don't use them. Whatever. Whatever. Guess I got a lot of feeding to do, Lucy. I got a lot of feeding to do. I guess since I'm farming now. I might as well do some things. Let me see. Anybody shows up? Hidden strength. Oh, there she go right there. Was she on the last one? I stopped paying attention to the hidden strength because to me, it's the older unit should have got the hidden strength. And like when I said the older 3 stars, I don't think 5 stars should have got the hidden strength. They were already strong enough. You make the 3 stars and the 2-star have hidden strength, right? What's hidden about 5 stars? They were already strong. What were they hiding their strength for? Why is your 5-star hiding their strength, right? And here we go with this event again, where you just I would love to try to give this event some kudos, but I just can't, yo. I just can't. There's no way possible. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. I don't see nothing in here. That's look at the rewards, man. I'm an end game player. I don't even have to change my runes to beat the new content. I go into Guild Wars and is there a Guild War? I go into Guild War and I don't die. Like I literally don't die in Guild Wars. Like I thought I already contributed everything. I am mad that Pega and Dim has taken over as weekly contribution. I am pissed off at that. So therefore, that's gotta I gotta make sure I correct that. I'm supposed to be the #1 contributor. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, It's an update. Let me know how you feel about in the section. The new team thing is a plus. Floor 12 for 6-star, 5-star, 6-star rooms only. That's a plus. The new hero, I said, is a plus. The new way to use your spirit stone, I'm sorry, that is the best thing ever. That is the best thing ever. I think that's something that other games should take notice of. I think it's something other games should take notice of. I think that is phenomenal. That is the winner. That is the absolute winner of the day. Improvement that still need to be done. Events and events and events. And we need to change the way Altar Realm is. If that's the only way I could get my end game supply, that needs to be changed. Because what they're trying to do is force you to go to the store and do resources, but you're in a quandary. What I mean by that is, if you use your Nat 5s to get ancient coins, right? If you use your Nat 5 to get ancient coins, then you don't have the Nat 5s to do your hidden strength. So like one of them two systems gotta go. Either you give me the resources needed to farm ancient coins, like something completely different. It shouldn't be a Nat 5. It should be something completely different. Something that you could get in Altar Realm. Make sure that Altar Realm is something that you could do more than once a day, but it drops you whatever it is. Enough fire emblems, water emblems, and enough whatever the other one is. And you just use those emblems. So long as you have enough, 50 per, I don't care. 100 per, I don't care. Just have enough of those emblems to where you can create the ancient coins, right? Sacrificing Nat 5s for that, and then you still need Nat 5s to make hidden strength. No bueno. Just don't make sense to me. But other than that, the update, I will give a 7.98. They are trying, but you can see where they're intentionally doing things so they could come back with an update to say, we have heard you. They didn't hear you. They did not hear you. They purposely did a half-ass job now so they could come up with an update later to say they have an update. This is just a psychological thing where they want you to believe that they continue to improve the game, because doing everything all at once will cause you to be bored and they just don't have the creativity for it. So you will see this right here, and I can tell you right now, the events, they keep saying is improved, but the only thing we saw about events is that they're going to reduce the one thing that we wanted from the event, which was the gold. This right here, gold reinforced dust. That one event made us happy, and everybody was screaming for it, and they purposely ensured that that event never came out again until they nerfed it. Now that the event is nerfed, they're going to return it. So therefore, all the events that they have, every one of them is honestly the worst thing about this game. If they could just realize that their events are the worst thing in the world, they could create a really good game. There's no incentive. Like, I come in here, I do my dailies. Ask the guild, they probably don't even hear from me, because I come in here, do my dailies within 30 minutes. That's how simple it is, and I'm out. There is no incentive to do anything else. My runes is still able to kill everybody. So that means that people out there are not farming the runes because the runes selection is either sucky, because my runes ain't that great. They're not. So why is it that I'm still able to just go and do arena with outdated runes and not feel any challenge? Those certain things need to be done and reworked. So all in all, I give them a 7 to 8 for trying, but they got to do a little bit more to keep end game player. It's a great game if you're brand new to the game or you're mid game. It is a great change of pace. It's a great game. But other than that, once you go over the midway point, it's over. It's done. It's nothing you could do. You play for the community and you play for the camaraderie. That's the only thing that you're gonna actually end up playing for once you go over mid game. So other than that, I will talk to you later.